What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody. I hope everyone's doing good. So, we're about to get things going with some Backgammon Blitz. So, we're about to get this thing started. So here we go. Learn how to move your pieces around the board. This is how the pieces are set up at the start of each game. One player plays as black, the other as white. Black pieces move in a clockwise direction and lead the board at the top right. The opposing player moves their checkers in the opposite direction. Start from the top right off the screen. At its core, backgammon is a simple race to get your checkers off the board first, with one player starting from the bottom right of the board and the other starting from the top right. Did you know the pieces in backgammon have various naming conventions, from checkers to drops, pips, and many more besides? Incomplete. Alright. At the start of each turn, the player rolls 2 dice. The outcome of the dice determines how the player can move their pieces. Of course. Sounds pretty simple. For all subsequent turns, players roll a set of dice matching the color of their checkers. It's currently your turn to roll the dice. You have thrown a 5 to 3. Using the left stick or directional buttons, move the pointer to highlight the piece on the left of the board. Okay, so it's simple. So we can move either a 3 or a 5. Select the pieces. Select the piece on the left. You'll notice the piece is now highlighted. Just shows you are now in control of this piece. Now deselect the piece. Now select the piece on the right hand side of the board. The highlight point shows while it moves. In this case, the piece can move 3, 5, or 8. 3 plus 5 points forward. Select a highlighted point and move the piece. Alright, moving on. Now to move your pieces around the board. It's currently your turn to roll the dice. Okay, a piece can move to an empty point. Use the 3 for the first dice. Move the highlighted piece 3 places forward to occupy the empty point shown. Okay. A piece also can move to a point occupied by pieces of the same color. Using the 2 from the second dice. Move the highlight piece 2 points to join the piece already there. Note there is no limit to how many pieces can occupy the same point. Okay. It's time to learn how to take an opponent's checkers. A block is when a point is occupied by only one checker. Move out to an enemy block or take this checker. It's currently your turn to roll the dice. Using the numbers from the dice combined, move the highlighted checker a place forward and take the opponent's checker. Okay, let's see. Right here. Right in the middle. Your first successful block. Nice work. Taken checkers are removed from the board immediately and placed on the bar. Alright. A player must move a taken checker from the bar before any others can be moved. Taken checkers enter the game back at the first point on the board. This effectively resets when your opponent's checkers. A good game just got better. Your opponent has rolled a 3-1 due to both options being blocked. Is unable to re-enter their checkers onto the board, as your opponent's unable to move their turn is over. Ouch. Okay. Now it's your turn again. Throw the dice. You have thrown a 1 through 2. Okay. Move the highlighted piece using these dice. Okay. Now it's your opponent's turn to throw the dice again. Your opponent has now rolled a 4-1 and can now return their barred checker to the board. The name Backgammon itself is still a subject of debate. Some believe backgammon originated from the Saxon words back, which means back, and gammon, meaning game. Other asserts this backgammon came from the Welsh words of back, or low, and gammon meaning battle. Interesting. Alright, moving on. What happens when a double is thrown? When dice of the same value are thrown, the numbers are doubled. So, example, if 2 4s are thrown, the player gets to move 4 times 4 points along the board. It's currently your turn to roll the dice. Alright. Move the highlight checkers using the double 4 you just threw. Notice how each die icon grades out once used. Move the highlight checker using the double 4 you just threw. Notice how each die icon grades out once used. Learn how to bear off. The final core of the board is called a player's home board. Once you've got all of your checkers in this area, then can you start to bear off? Okay, we set the board up to show you a match where players all their checkers in the whole board. To bear off, a player must move their checkers along the exact number of points required to reach home. Use the 3 and 6 throw to move the 2 highlight pieces home. Now use the remaining 3 to move the highlighted piece home. Learn how to bear off a little better. In certain situations, to bear off both checkers, the player will have to move them in the correct order. Because a few points for the first die, the dice roll 4-5 means the player is able to bear off both checkers without using the exact number. The checker position, those points from home, must always be played first. Okay. Now bear off the remaining piece. How is the doubling cube used? The doubling cube is used to raise the stakes of the game. the doubling cube in the mix, the way players score is multiplied by the amount shown on the cube at the end of a game. The number on the doubling cube doubles the stakes are raised. Starting at 2, the double is tied 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on. The cube starts the game on the bar showing 64, but at this point in the match, it has no effect or influence. Before each turn, the player can decide to double the stakes of the game. This board shows you to be in a strong early position. Hey, what's up, Victor? How you doing? I see you lurking there. Ugh. Oh, you know, I've just been busy, Victor. It's just like, work's been, like, gave me a lot going, but at least I always got, like, a lot of energy left within me. I always hang around everywhere after another. So anyways, what you been up to recently? There we go. Man, I'm just feeling tired. I almost, like, dozed off to sleep from moments ago. Anyways, let me read this here. Before each turn, the player can decide double the stakes of the game. This board shows you to be in a strong early position. Oh, wait, I press a different button. It's no longer X, it's square. Doing well yourself? Oh, good to know. I just have, like, heavy duty to do if I work. Because, it's like long walks every hour after another. At least it makes, like, the hours pass by quickly, though. Let's see here. Your opponent has agreed to double the stakes. The cube now displays the number 2. Represent the first doubling of the stakes. Just go off work. You have a new job now? Oh, interesting. What new job do you work at? And what's your position there? The cube is placed in the possession of the player who agreed to double the stakes. Only the player in possession of the doubling cube can request to raise the stakes again. It is currently your turn to roll the dice. You have rolled a 1 through 2. These dice to move the highlighted piece. Doubling cube offered. Accept their offer to double the stakes. Reject their offer and forfeit the current game. They decide to double the stakes one more time. You can agree and take possession of the cube, or you can decline by dropping the cube and forfeit the game. Why would you decline and drop the cube? Because sometimes it's better to lose small rather than lose big. Yeah, it's like a gamble. Working for Jimmy John's as a delivery driver and second assistant manager. Oh, nice. I hope it pays well for you. Seems like a pretty good position there. Ugh. I bet you have like long hours to work there, of course. For me, I always work 8 hours each day. But good thing it's in the mornings and the afternoons. So in this part, you can do an offering. Okay. Trivia: technically, the cube can be doubled infinitely, but due to the pace and flow of a backgammon match, it's rare the stakes will be raised beyond 4 or 5 uses of the doubling cube, which is why we limit it to a maximum of times 64. Oh, good. Alright. Let's take a look at the finer points and special circumstances of using the cube. In this example, a game ends with one player having all of their checkers still on the board, so they haven't returned a single one home. The winner has won what's known as a double game. This means the value of the doubling cube, 8 for example, is doubled again to 16. Let's take a look at the finer points and special circumstances of using the cube. This second example, the game has again been won, however. This time, the loser still has checkers on the board as well as having checkers on the whole board of the winner. With either of these scenarios, the winner has won a triple game. Cool. Oh, it does? You made $600 last week and only had 2 days, which were 10 hours. 1 hour a day and 3 days at 4 hours each. Oh yeah. It's kind of same as I get paid too. I mean, you're on the roll right there. Just think about everything you spend up, and then you got like bills to pay and stuff like we always do. But sounds to me you got a good higher position right there. It's kind of close as my job. And if you wonder, like, if you're wondering, I just work as, like, you know, a janitor in this electric bus company. And it's like, you know, good benefits and plays pretty well, of course, too. My checks are kind of close around yours, but yours a bit much further. Wow. You'll finally get some good new stuff each time, like, you know, each paycheck comes in a row for you. But yeah, you're doing pretty well for yourself, man. I'm really amazed by you. Right. The second example, the game has again been won, however. This time the loser still has checkers on the board, as well as had checkers in the home board, the winner. With either of these scenarios, the winner has won a triple game. Trivia. Did you know there's been numerous variations and revisions to the doubling cube rules? For the Jacoby rule to the beaver and raccoon are included in this game for you to try out. Oh, good. Well, I guess this takes care of the whole tutorial. Now we can get to a real match. Oh yeah, I forgot. Need a full game for all this. But I guess I could just mess around with the main menu and stuff. I'm just taking it easy for a bit. I thought I could like play something, but due to the fact of how like tired after I got off, I just need something simple and just relaxing for a bit. So yeah, you'll have to excuse me for this. The regular pay was $300 last week, and you made $300 in tips. In tips, so as people be tipping you, kind of like a waiter style or even other services. Well, those, the more harder work, the more chances you'll get a raise. Okay, everything is balanced to 5. Oh good, you got music genres. And they're all enabled. Let's see what we got. Classical, jazz, smooth, upbeat. Oh, this is all they got. Oh, it's good enough for this kind of game, of course. It'd be very weird and awkward if they added rock music for just a chill through board game like this, cause it would not be pretty fitting at all. Like a waiter Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Let's go through the credits. Find a list of who's been, like, you know, in charge of this whole game. Wow, this credits is moving pretty quick. I'm not even pressing anything at all. It's this whole thing moving fast by itself. Yeah, being a delivery driver, Victor seems pretty interesting. Instead of being like stuck inside a little office building for many hours and days, you can be out on the open road for a bit where you have the radio with you to enjoy music while you're trying to reach to a delivery on your destination. I think it's pretty good right there. Other day you made $100 in 10 hours plus your salary, so you was at $17 an hour. Wow. It's pretty good right there. I always like, you know, it's kind of close to my hours. It's like about like, you know, the same as well. Well, since I got raised, it's more like $18 an hour. And sooner or later, it'll be raised $1 extra. Well, it just feels good with good opportunities and other jobs. I guess what I'm trying to say is, at least it's a lot better than working at McDonald's. I mean, like, you know, some of us will always have McDonald's as our first job, but some of us don't have it as our first jobs. That's what I'm saying. So we got display. Oh, it brought me back over here. You get to listen to music and sports while deliveries. Of course, you got the FM and the AM stations. Hello, Pooper. How you doing? So good to see you, man. It's been quite a while. Welcome to the stream. We're just in a good, relaxing, chill stream here. Display. Oh, I guess display shows you different sizes here. Whoa. It's widescreen for a third. Auto detect. 16 through 10. You got screen size. Oh, you just move around the screen a bit. I'll just leave it the way it is. I don't want to mess it up. Mickey D's by you is hiring at $10 an hour for crew and $12 an hour for managers. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I believe all of us have Mickey D's close by at our houses, especially mine, for example. Let's leave this back to widescreen. To adjust the screen, move up and down with the left stick or use the additional buttons. Ensure the borders of the screen frame are visible. Well, I don't want to mess it up because, you know, I don't see a default anywhere. This whole tutorial does it automatically for me. I won't have a chance to do this my own after all this. Well, at least this ain't a ripoff. Most demos are always free. Okay, so far so good. Let me check something real quick. Okay, pretty good. Alright, there we go. Alright. Well, we'll still be here, Victor. Alright. I'm gonna finish this up quickly. Oh, well, I guess there goes all the tutorials right there. Well, guys, I'm done. I think this will be my perfect time to end the stream up right here. Just so I find, like, anything, of course. But I want to thank you guys again for another good fun, awesome time with me. We'll be back soon, like always, of course. But before we go, we're about to do a little raid, shall we? Let's see who's on so we can go say hello to. Hashtag Travado G raid in the chat. And we're about to, like, you know, find ourselves a target. Let's see who's on. Ooh, I think I found ourselves a target right here. let's go and raid the Johnny Bo. He happens to be like streaming Monster Hunter World. Seems to be pretty interesting right here. So I'm sure this one should be good. So I'm gonna post a link right here. And there you go. Alright, y'all. I want to thank you guys again for another good, fun, awesome time with me. And like always, this has been Travado, aka Travoto, aka Trav, aka Trav Dog. I will see you guys next time, alright?